What's up, guys? Welcome back to Latin Nation. Now, our next producer not only helped pioneer the hip-hop radio format as a DJ, but later produced 2 hits that would change Latin rap forever. When nobody was playing bilingual songs on the radio, Tony G produced Mellow Man Ace's hit song Mentirosa and Kid Frost's La Raza, introducing the Latino-American bilingual sound. He changed the way we listen to rap by telling American Latinos to rap in their language, which, let's face it, we all know that it's neither all English or Spanish, but more like Spanglish. By making waves, Tony G made way for rappers and artists ranging from a lighter shade of brown to Pitbull, and aren't we glad he did?
Sessions is presented by McDonald's. Growing up with a passion for music, Tony Gonzalez tried his hand as a musician, but it wasn't until he was introduced to the world of turntables, DJ Tony G found his true calling as both a guided force and innovator that redefined hip-hop for a new generation.
One time I asked one of the guys, I said, hey man, why don't you do me a favor, leave the turntable so I can kind of mess around with them. The next day, he showed me how to actually blend. A year later, I was on the radio. When I got on that radio station, I played hip hop, and they were kind of awkward with it because they didn't know what it was. I brought a lot of different styles of music there. And you know, there was no other station besides in New York that played hip hop. But us, but we played it 24 hours a day. No one in the world did.
Tony G not only helped make the genre popular on the West Coast by spinning records, but the natural-born musician helped to develop a new sound and style, which later became known as Latin hip-hop. And the rest, as they say, is history.
I just would create my own stuff just to be different. We were in a Mexican, Chicano city, that's where we're from. So I had the idea of, man, let's try to touch our people.
Check this out, baby. Tenemos tremendo lío. Last night you didn't go a la casa de tu tío.
He's the guy who taught me how to write in bar form, how to write lyrics. It was Tony G's idea for me to create this bilingual rap style. That didn't exist yet.
You tell me something, y mañana es otra cosa.
And I said, Mello, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna use a Santana sample because this was so influential to me. And Santana made such a universal Latin sound.
I remember the day.
And we got lucky. A friend of mine named Sean told me, hey man, you know what? You should do this Viva Tirado sample. They play this at every Mexican party, man. If you could flip this.
Because this is for the raza. This is for the raza.
When he actually gave me that track, I was like, it's too slow. I don't like it. And at that time, it was all cassettes, and he got the cassette and he threw it at me.
You better come with it, you know?
And he goes, go home and don't come back till you write something to this song.
Aquí estoy, MC Kid Frost. Yo soy jefe, patrón, it's the big boss.
From innovating a sound to producing music for West Coast hip-hop pioneers, including the late Eazy-E, Tony has never sought out the spotlight, instead redirecting the spotlight towards emerging artists with groundbreaking potential.
You can't tell people exactly what to do, but you can kind of give them a tip and give them an idea of what you would have done, and then they'll take what you give them and take it to another level. Well, right now I'm working with the launchmediapro.com. That's our site. We're not funded by no one. We don't have a deal with no one. We give our own deals. We do our own music. I'm working with some new groups, you know, ALT's doing some new music. Frost is finishing up his Oldies Part 2. A lot of places I DJ, a lot of people have said, you know, hey, you don't look like a DJ, but I never understood that. It kind of made me want to be more normal and not overhype it and just let my work speak for itself.
Up next, find out what kind of waves Roxy is making on the air. And later, rap's feminine side with Essence, only on Latin Nation.
I wanna see the world, live the dream. He say I ain't got time, so that makes me mean.
On the next Latin Nation, the new Latino family hits the silver screen. And the architect behind Latin hip-hop, Tony G.